Am I the asshole for not canceling our long-planned trip because my mother-in-law scheduled surgery at the same time? My husband and I have a big trip planned for 5 weeks from now. It is a once-in-a-lifetime type of vacation, 15 days on the other side of the world, over 27 hours of flights each way. We have been planning and saving for it for over 6 months. Both of us work very stressful jobs and very rarely get the chance to take any time off like this. We have not done so in the last 12 years. My mother-in-law, who is 70 years old, has several health problems. She recently scheduled a complicated surgery for exactly the same time we will be away. She knew we were away. We were not consulted about the timing. There was almost no other family around, and the few relatives who live about 40 minutes away either do not drive, have jobs, or simply cannot or will not help her during recovery. We do not have the option to reschedule our trip without losing a significant amount of money, and honestly, we suspect she chose these dates partly for attention or to create conflict. There were other possible dates. Now there is pressure on us to cancel and be there for her, but we feel that after all the time, money, and energy we put into this trip, and how rarely we get breaks, it is unfair to expect us to change our plans. Am I the asshole for deciding to still go on our trip? Reddit verdict: not the asshole. Top comments. Comment: not the asshole. It almost sounds deliberate. You scheduled surgery for when we are away. If you are going to need our help, then you will need to reschedule or make other arrangements. Comment: not the asshole. She can go to a rehabilitation facility or have home health visits. I would pretend she deliberately scheduled when you were not going to be there to save you from the headache of her care and the worry. Is that not so sweet? Just like her to do. Answer: yes, not the asshole. If you want to be a great daughter-in-law, ask which insurance she has and see what medical transport services, home care, health aides or nurses are covered, and any additional services for the elderly like meal services through that company. Book those services before you leave. When family members complain about how you are not doing enough, tell them you booked care for her far in advance. I do not know what you all do for a living, but unless you yourselves are medical professionals, you really are not equipped to provide critical care for a serious surgery. I personally believe that professionals need to be hired for things like this, if the family can afford it or if insurance covers it. It is so much safer and puts less strain and stress on the family. Edited to add, and by great daughter-in-law, I mean in the eyes of others. You do not have to do anything you do not want to. I would not cancel a trip over it, but I would not leave someone without care either, be it by professionals or by all the other family members who are giving you lip for not canceling your once-in-a-lifetime trip for a surgery she can reschedule. Comment: your mother-in-law sounds so much like mine. I'm sorry. My mother-in-law scheduled the surgery for the day I was going to be induced. She expected my husband to take her. When he reminded her that I was going to be induced that day, she said that I have family who can be there with me, and he needed to take her. He then told her that he was not going to miss the birth of his child. She flipped out and said that he did not love her, did not care if she died, and I planned to be induced on that day to spite her, even though I was scheduled well before she scheduled her surgery. Original poster: go on your vacation. Have a wonderful time.